On this edition of Beyond the Bubble, we'll take a look at an emergency response course offered to residents of Rome.
Find out all this and more on this edition of Beyond the Bubble.
Hello and welcome to another edition of Beyond the Bubble. I'm Eric Jackson.
And in for Allie Pritchett, I'm Faith Mantia.
Let's get you started with all the news from around Rome. The Barry community has come together to support senior Lizzie Hendricks in her time of grief after the death of Lizzie's parents and siblings. Students, faculty, and staff have written Lizzie letters and have given to an online fund for funeral services. A memorial service in honor of Lizzie's family will be held this Sunday at the college chapel.
Barry's African Soup Organization held its annual Soup-Off competition last week to raise funds for a mission trip. Viking Fusion reporter Stephen Bettler has more on the story.
On Thursday, February 12th, the African Soup Organization held their annual Soup-Off in the Cranert Ballroom. The event has been held at Barry for the past several years and allows different organizations to create their own soup to be tasted by Barry students and be judged. Students pay $3 to attend the competition. Executive Director Holly Habimana explained what the African Soup Organization is.
So we're an international nonprofit organization that's based out of Atlanta but works in Uganda, in eastern Uganda, in a very rural area.
Sophomore Carrie Blankenship is a volunteer with the African Soup Organization and discussed what goes on at the annual Soup-Off.
Basically, people come make soups, and people come in for only $3, and you try all the soups that you can, and you vote on the best one, and the winner gets the Golden Bowl Award.
The proceeds from the Soup-Off go towards the African Soup's efforts to provide poor groups in eastern Uganda with better education and living standards.
We built them a school, and so now we are working on more like community stuff and getting people jobs and helping them be able to pay for themselves in their own community. And we're also working on like national Ugandan school like rights and what people learn in their classes.
The Soup-Off is one of many ways that the African Soup Organization raises money for their mission in Africa.
We're always looking for monthly recurring donors, so anywhere from $7 on up to provide revenue for us that will be used for educational supplies.
With Viking Fusion News, I'm Stephen Bettler.
Thanks, Stephen. Temperatures in Northeast, Midwest, and South United States have dropped below freezing and have even reached negative degrees in some areas. The National Weather Service says that colder weather is expected later this week. Students in the Chicago area were given a day off from school for sub-zero temperatures. Massachusetts and Maine have been hit with over 100 inches of snow this winter. The National Weather Service has issued another blizzard warning and wind chill advisories in Massachusetts.
An outbreak of a deadly strain of bacteria has already claimed the lives of 2 patients at the UCLA hospital in Los Angeles. 7 other patients are being treated after coming into contact with the bacteria CRE during an endoscopic procedure that used contaminated medical equipment. A total of 180 people may have been exposed to the bacteria. The U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention said that CRE can cause death in as many as half of infected patients. BBC News has more on the story.
Walmart has announced that it will raise 40% of its employees' salaries and will increase the hourly wage to $9. All workers will earn a minimum of $10 an hour starting February 1st, 2016. The raise is in response to demands from multiple labor groups. One such group, known as Our Walmart, has been staging strikes for almost 2 years. Walmart Chief Executive Doug McMillon stated, quote, "When we take a step back, it's clear to me that one of our highest priorities must be to invest more in our people this year," end quote. For more information, check out bbcnews.com.
On Monday, Egypt authorized airstrikes against ISIS in Libya after 21 Egyptian Christian men were beheaded by the militant group. The Egyptian Christians were kidnapped in Libya, where they were seeking work. ISIS posted a video of beheadings online. Egypt then retaliated by bombing 10 training and storage facilities in Derna, Libya. The Egyptian military issued this statement, quote, "Avenging Egyptian blood and punishing criminals and murderers is our right and duty," end quote.
Rome recently held a course designed to help civilians respond in case of an emergency. Viking Fusion reporter Brad Tilka has more on this story.
This past weekend, members of the Rome Floyd community gathered at the Rome Fire Department to demonstrate new skills for the graduation from the Rome Community Emergency Response Team training. CERT offers a free 20-hour course to people of all ages. Students are equipped with skills in disaster preparedness, search and rescue, basic medical treatment, and other valuable emergency skills. Floyd County CERT Coordinator Vicki Wiles expresses the importance of readiness in emergencies and the value of training those in the community.
In odd events, people get trapped in their neighborhood during snowstorms. They can't get out. They need to know their neighbors, and part of this is teaching folks to know about your surroundings and be able to help the people that are closest to you.
Wiles explains that anyone can be part of the team and learn the necessary skills.
You don't really have to be anything specific. I think you need to just have an interest in awareness about yourself and your community and what hazards are here. But we've had folks from 15 years old to, honestly, I think we've had an 80-year-old on the team at some point, but everybody has a role to play.
New member of the Community Emergency Response Team, Helen Petrie, shares her thoughts on emergency preparation.
I think it was a great opportunity, really. I'm proud and happy, but I look at it as a start, really. I mean, we've only been trained for 3 days, so it's not like we can respond as EMTs or even first responders, but it's really great that, people in the community can learn how to help each other in disaster situations.
For more information about the Rome Community Emergency Response Team, please visit www.floydcountycert.com. With Viking Fusion News, I'm Brad Tilka.
Thanks, Brad. Well, that's all we have for you tonight on Beyond the Bubble. For more news on Barry, the Rome community, and beyond, make sure to stay right here. With Viking Fusion News, I'm Faith Mantia.
And I'm Eric Jackson.
See you next time.